Hello, hello. Today I'm going to go over conditional responses and the time-based ones specifically. This is going to be the chrono. You can find it in the Book of AI, which is under the build, right here. And if you click on this, it'll bring up this down here. Now, in here, they do cover quite a few of them, which you can do hours. So let's say the time of day. It's just I really do not recommend using hours simply because it's going based off the user, not your bot or the bot creators. So, of course, it varies heavily on when a user is going to talk to your bot. So I highly discourage using hours. Typically, stick with week, like Monday through Friday. You can pick specific days. Personally, I don't use that all that much at the moment. It could come in handy if I eventually want, let's say, a bot going and working and then having days off to talk and stuff like that, and leaving the user alone at, let's say, the bot's home doing their own things, stuff like that. But for now, I don't use that one either. Now, the ones that I really recommend using would be day, so you can select specific days, and month. These two are probably the best ones to use, and you can also get very specific time frames. So like right here it says day 15 to 25. Anything in between that time frame will count. So we can use this as an example over here. I have happy birthday or happy day of birth. So let's say you say that to this bot, but it's only between the first month and the second month. This response will trigger. Pretty much what you want to do if you're going to have a specific date, like Christmas, a birthday, or something, you want to make sure every single day of the year is covered. So, for an example, being the furthest away, or technically closest just it passed, would be the first and the second month. Then you could have still a bit away with the third to the ninth month. Then it getting close again, we'll do 10th to the 11th month. Then we'll do, for it being very close, we'll do the 12th month, since his birthday would be in the 12th month. And then 1 to 26. Then when you're on the eve of a holiday or birthday, I'd recommend having a specific one for that, for the day. And then, of course, for the actual day would be your final one. Now, you can get more complicated than this. Like right now, this is just on my tester bot showing you the example. All you have to do is write in chrono, then month, day, so on. Now, as for how I have it actually implemented into my bot, I use an if statement for his birthday. So if the user doesn't know the birthday, but they still say happy birthday sometime throughout the year, he'll mention it, even if he doesn't know you knew it. But if he actually mentions the day or mentions that it's coming up, we'll have a remember statement to change the birthday memory to the actual day. Then, of course, you can also have, if the user already knows a birthday or a holidays special thingy, you know what I mean? You can already have specific responses for that. You don't have to go this crazy, but it helps add a little bit more depth to your bot. Now, that mostly covers everything you need to know about chrono responses. They're pretty simple, but I could understand if somebody gets confused or a bit flustered upon seeing them at first. I would recommend messing around with them. Just remember, they're only certain times of the year. They also take priority. So if you're going to have a single day response, that response is very likely going to trigger, like be one of the first things to trigger for a user. So if you're going to have an XNone specifically for, let's say, Christmas, make sure you have a few, or have it be a once time thing. Like, let's say just simply add once here. While in most cases I really do not recommend using once, but the chance of somebody coming back for that specific holiday for your bot is a little slim, let's be honest. So it's fine to use. Or if you really don't want to use once, just make sure you have quite a few responses to show up, because you don't want your bot repeating themselves too often with it. Now, I think that covers most of it. I hope this helps anybody trying to make some responses for the Christmas times. And I hope you guys have a good holiday.